Hello YouTube, it is time to review Once Upon a Time Season 4 Episode 3 Rocky Road, aka Snow vs. Ice. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh god, get off my face! This episode was amazing. I was engaged the entire time, and just like Once Upon a Time, it keeps making you want more and keeps you guessing of what will happen next. Episode 2, which was Whiteout, and you can check my review of that out here, was a little slower and only focused on 4 characters, specifically Elsa and Emma. But now that their relationship has been established, in this episode, the writers are able to get us back on track to check out every character, and we can finally get more Regina and some Rumple time, despite my personal dislike of Rumpelstiltskin at this point. The beginning of the episode starts off with Elsa, Hook, and Emma all going to Gold's shop. They ask Gold, why is Elsa in Storybrooke? He is lying to them because he clearly knows why Elsa was in the vault and why her memories are gone, but he lies, and he even has Belle use the fake dagger, and that sparks Hook's knowledge, which is covered later in the episode. And he's just lying to them. So they believe him because they think Belle has the real dagger. But that was annoying to me because clearly Rumple is lying. But it just, obviously, it develops a plot more, and it makes more time for writing more episodes as to really why Elsa was trapped in the urn, because that actually wasn't 100% discussed in this episode. But I don't know, Rumpelstiltskin just is not my favorite character on the show anymore, despite him being a really powerful and essential plot device. He's just not my favorite. What do you guys feel about Rumpelstiltskin and his role in trapping Elsa? Do you guys have any actual theories as to how she got in his vault? Because clearly we're going to find that out soon. Not sure when though. Then we have Roland, Robin Hood, and Marion. And Roland says to Marion that Regina lets him get ice cream, which gets Marion ticked off a little bit. And they go and get some ice cream from the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen gives them ice cream, but she curses Marion's with a frozen one, and Marion starts to freeze when they're at the town meeting. What was really cool, pun intended, when Marion started to freeze, her hair began to turn white. So that was cool. And she passes out when they're at Mary Margaret's meeting, and the whole town is pretty much turning against Elsa because now Elsa's turning people into popsicles. Yes, I quoted Grumpy. And he really bugged me in this episode. I get he's supposed to start like Elsa's evil, Elsa's the bad guy, turning Elsa, we must burn her at the stake type thing. I get he's that catalyst, but Grumpy has dealt with other people with magic. He could be a bit more forgiving of Elsa. I mean, they know there's bad guys that have magic. Clearly Elsa's magic is specific to her and the Snow Queen, but come on, Grumpy, let's not cast blame right away. Do you guys think Grumpy was right in his blame casting of Elsa that fast? One of my favorite parts of the episode was when Regina and Henry start Operation Mongoose, so now they're going to find the author of the book. That was lightly touched upon, just literally started the operation. We haven't actually seen what will happen in this episode at all. And now I'm going to talk about the flashbacks. The flashback was Arendelle in the past, after Anna is gone, and it really is developing the relationship between Kristoff and Elsa. Now, in the movie Frozen, Elsa and Kristoff barely interact. They don't even speak. So this was really cool, and in the end of the flashback scenes, as the episode started to wind down, Elsa called Kristoff her friend, which was great. It would have been really cool if she called him her brother, but that's okay. In the flashback, we also see Hans, and Hans and his 12 brothers are invading Arendelle, and they want to go to war with Arendelle. That's a little foolish to me. I mean, think about it. In the movie Frozen, it was Hans's fault for a couple of things, trying to kill Elsa, leaving Anna to die, which he admits in this episode. So that's an okay reason. Honestly, Arendelle, in my opinion, should have gone to war with the Southern Isles, but Elsa doesn't want to cause a war. So they find out about the urn, which can trap people with magic. And inside the urn is the Snow Queen, who we find out is Elsa and Anna's aunt on their mother's side. Before we find out the relationship between the Snow Queen to Elsa and Anna, Hans opened the urn up, and he says, Arendelle should not be ruled by a monster like you. And then the Snow Queen rose the very same way Elsa did. And then the Snow Queen said, I think you just called me a monster. It went, and then, boom, Hans is frozen. So, any ideas if Hans is going to be coming back in the episodes? I haven't seen the casting call for the next couple episodes with him in it. This could have just been a one-hit character for that show, which is kind of weird. I mean, Hans, they probably could have fleshed it out a little bit more. I mean, he's kind of a bland Disney villain overall. As we get to the climax of the episode, we have Emma and David going to Robin Hood's camp, and they meet Will Scarlet. Now, I have not seen Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, so this is actually brand new to me. His acting, everything is brand new. I like his acting. I like how he's able to show Emma and David where the Snow Queen is and who it is. You know, like where the shop is, where this person who is casting this magic is coming from. That was cool. Then he ran away. What they have in store for Will Scarlet, I don't know. I actually don't really even care too much. I was really more focused on what's going to happen between Elsa and the Snow Queen when they meet. And speaking of that, Hook and Elsa go to find the Snow Queen, and they use help from Rumpelstiltskin to do that because Hook is able to blackmail Rumple. Elsa and Hook are then able to follow the magical trail that Gold created for them by using the lock of Marion's hair that had ice on it. That was pretty cool. There was a lot of cool Elsa-Hook moments, especially when Elsa told Hook that Emma is a lot like her. I like that a lot. That's developing both of their characters right there, because Hook is seeing Emma's side for the first time because Emma's really closing off to him. And the reason why Emma is closing off to him is because she's so afraid of losing him, which is really cool. Emma really does love Hook. I can see that very much through the writing, through her acting, just through everything in this. And like Emma said, every guy she's been with has died. Neil, Graham, Walsh. They're dead. And she doesn't want the same to happen to Hook. It will not happen to Hook. Should the writers kill him, I'm going to stop watching Once Upon a Time because Hook is an essential character now. Do not kill him, please. So Hook and Elsa find the Snow Queen, and she's playing with her magic with Elsa's ice palace. That was just kind of like she just lit it up like that. There wasn't too much going on with that. Then the Snow Queen traps Hook's feet and throws magical icicles above him, and she starts to lower them. And then she said she neutralized Elsa's magic. I wonder if she neutralized Elsa's magic overall or just at that moment, because I haven't seen Elsa cast any spells or used her magic since. Then we get into a confrontation between Elsa and the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen tells Elsa that Anna's the reason she was trapped in the urn. I do wish the episode did put Elsa in the urn just so we would know why. That's clearly going to be happening later. Elsa doesn't believe the Snow Queen, and then Emma comes, and the Snow Queen goes, Emma? And Emma's like, do we know you? And she's like, just a pretty reputation, which is clearly a lie because at the end of the episode, Gold talks to the Snow Queen and says, did Emma recognize you? And she goes, no. So what's that relationship? What do you guys think that relationship is? That was interesting, and I like that. There's some weird connection between Emma and the Snow Queen. And then the Snow Queen goes, do you really think your magic is a match for mine? And then Emma goes, maybe. Blast her right off. I like that. And then we see Emma use telekinesis to get Hook and David out of the way because David was trying to free Hook from the icicles because his feet were frozen to the ground. The Snow Queen vanishes after Emma blasts her, and she saves Hook and David. And Elsa's just in shock because she got a lot of information from the Snow Queen. She believes most of it's lies. I think most of it is lies too, but she just doesn't know. And then we go to the Regina Robin Hood scene. Obviously, Robin Hood wasn't able to wake up Marion, yay, outlaw queen right there. Regina says we can save Marion even though her body is crystallized. She's able to pull out her heart and then keep it in a box. And now Marion is frozen but not dead. Then it goes to the end of the episode, the Snow Queen and Rumple talk, and it goes to black. There's a lot to be answered. How is Elsa in the urn? Is Hans truly gone? How does the Snow Queen know Emma? This episode was amazing. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 5 out of 5. The flashback sequences were awesome. Acting is amazing in this show, as it always is. The only thing about the episode I didn't like, but I'm still giving it a 5 out of 5 just because I was so into it and I'm really loving the Frozen story arc, is Regina's really not an important character as much in these past 3 episodes. She seems to be really, really losing spotlight. I'm wondering, will she come back? Will there be an episode based on Regina? I really hope there is, because not having her in every episode or being such an essential part of every episode is weird. That happened last week too. But despite that, the episode for me is still a 5 out of 5. Everything was just really beautiful with it. It's so cool, pun intended, and I loved it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment on it. I'm hoping to start conversations about Once Upon a Time. It's the whole reason I'm talking and reacting to these episodes every week. I'm loving them. Also, I have a website and I'm looking for writers. If anyone wants to be a writer, just send me an email or leave a comment and talk to me, because I am looking for writers just to really build up the website, get more reviews on it and everything. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys. I will be back for Once Upon a Time review of episode 4 of season 4 next week, and there will be more videos out this week. Bye, guys.